Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Cinemascope with our hosts Vedahi, Divya, and Neha, the craziest cinephiles in town.
Have you guys ever wondered that seas and oceans, which look beautiful on the surface, might be carrying the most mysterious creatures in their depths?
It is indeed scary when you realize that scientists actually have so little information about this. For all we know, there might be a sea monster lurking in the shadowy abyss down there.
Exactly. In fact, your boundless imagination has already been brought to life by director Enrico Casarosa through his animated movie Luca.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It is a Pixar movie, so undoubtedly it has a mix of adventure, fantasy, and entertainment with the right dosage of emotion to garnish it and turn it into the beauty it is.
It was released in June 2021, so I'm sure all three of us have already seen it.
Well, I did hear a lot about it, but I haven't seen the movie yet.
If that's the case, we are going to make sure you will want to watch the movie by the end of this episode.
He is right. The movie is a must watch for those who are looking for a fun, light-hearted watch. It is not only capable of filling our hearts with warmth and love, but also intrigues and fascinates the audience with its quirks and adventures.
Set in the picturesque town of Porto Rosso in the inviting summer season, the vivid setting of the movie makes us want to book a flight to the Italian Riviera and take a look at it in person. The clear seas, gently rolling hills, narrow winding cobblestone streets, and vibrantly colored homes are the epitome of culturally correct visualization of the setting.
Luca, the main character, is a sea monster who lives in his watery home between seagrasses and fish, far from the surface of the sea. He resides with his parents and grandmother, who have always warned him against going to the surface, lest the hostile land monsters, referring to humans, see and kill him. However, Luca has always yearned to explore the world beyond the surface.
Luca's life takes a turn when he meets Alberto, a sea monster who has lived Luca's dream of venturing into the human world. Encouraged by him, Luca too goes to the surface. Though Alberto and Luca have starkly contrasting personalities, they strike a chord almost immediately and become the best of friends in a short span of time.
Entering the human world does not come without a gamble of revelation. The smallest amount of water can make their skin turn into sea monster form. Nevertheless, these two set out on a journey to get their hands on a Vespa scooter, calling it the greatest thing that humans ever made.
In Porto Rosso, they meet an over-the-top girl named Julia, who is setting her hopes high on winning the local triathlon against her arch-nemesis and bully Ercole. While trying to achieve what they truly want, the three friends unknowingly set out on a journey of self-discovery.
Wow, this already sounds so interesting. I can only imagine how Alberto and Luca must be struggling with two facets of their identity. The road they chose sure was difficult.
Yet, that could not stop them from dreaming for the best. However, all does not go their way. Just when they were within arm's length of their figurative prize, things started to go downhill. Despite initial resistance, these seemingly misunderstood creatures are eventually welcomed by the townsfolk.
Towards the end of this movie, both Luca and Alberto set out on different paths, showing us that sometimes accepting ourselves and choosing what is best for us is the best way to give back to our friends.
This is such a beautiful message. Was this an intense emotional roller coaster?
Unlike other Pixar films, this one isn't a tearjerker. It is tender, sweet, and refreshing, with bouts of silly humor placed perfectly within the framework. Characters like Luca's grandmother and uncle, Julia's dad, and the amusingly suspicious cat prove to be delightful characters that weave together the story and keep the audience enraptured.
Not only the characters, but also the starry voice cast have done justice to their roles. Jacob Tremblay as Luca, Jack Dylan Grazer as Alberto, Emma Berman as Julia are sure to impress. Others, including the likes of Marco Baricelli, Saverio Raimondo, Maya Rudolph, and Jim Gaffigan do not disappoint either.
What do you guys believe to be the X factor that makes this film worth a watch?
For me, the metaphorical portrayal of society through the knife characters takes the cake. The illustration of Porto Rosso as an unsafe place for the minority group of sea creatures is as realistic as can be. Interestingly, Luca offers hope in its final scenes by showing that despite their differences in apprehensions, the townspeople and sea monsters come around and accept each other wholeheartedly.
That is a mesmerizing perspective. According to me, the sincere and effortless lesson of silencing the doubt in our minds and enjoying life as we like it draws me most to the film. I've learned to say Silenzio Bruno to hush that obstructive voice in my head.
Well, you guys have certainly convinced me to add watching Luca to the top of my to-do list. I'm sure our viewers must feel compelled to do the same.
That's all for today. We hope you liked the episode. Until then, relax, watch Luca, say Silenzio Bruno, and take over the world with your amazing riskiness.
Introducing the underdogs: Divya, Vaidehi, Neha, Diya, Arushi,